Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Harry from Hasbro's feedback on the stream. So got the amazing trio of me, Eugene, and TJ. So as you can guys tell from the thumbnail, we're like a thing now. Three Musketeers.
Hold on. Before we start, right? Before we start, we got to say happy birthday to Harry first, right? He's gonna be wait. He's gonna be 17 next coming up in the 31st of January.
17. I wish, bro. I'm 34 on Saturday. It's actually mad.
Oh, that's half of your age. Right. I got it nearly there.
But everyone says I look younger, to be fair, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's why you're 17.
Yeah, happy birthday for Sats. I'll see you anyway, but happy birthday
anyway,
in the future. In the future.
Yeah. Hopefully Spurs don't bottle it on Sunday, but anyway, we'll see.
No, that's true, right? We had to get straight. No, we had to go straight into it, right? First, we had to dissect the Frankfurter game.
Yeah, that was my first thing anyway. Yeah.
And to be honest, guys, I didn't give a shit. I went to sleep. I woke up and we won 2-0. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so you didn't even watch it. Fair enough.
Nah, I didn't watch it, bro. You know why? They didn't even show it on my cable, so I didn't care. And
no way.
Yeah. That's how insignificant
we are.
You know what? But you know what I can do in it. Yeah, we can talk offline in it. Yeah, I can hook you up with something great.
Oh no! I didn't even bother. I had the whole. They sent me a whole screw of it. So that's the issue.
But still, I can hook you up.
Yeah, but I know I didn't even bother, right? Because to tell the truth, if we have lost, it will be a full meltdown, right? For Frank out. Then if we have drawn, we'll still be in the last 16, so it'll be like right. And then but we won, right? It was Frankfurters, right? So we beat them before, right?
Yeah.
And the last time we beat them, we thought we were gonna lose to them. Remember? We drew our spot right, in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and we're heading there, right? Champions of Europe. Ole, ole.
Imagine we got relegated on the Champions League. That would be like the craziest thing.
That would be the craziest thing.
Bro, you know me, right? Last season, I said I'll get relegated. I don't mind being relegated and get the trophy, right? And for me, it's still the same. Relegate us like shit, win the Champions League, right? Big up.
Big up yourself, Mark. You know what? Can I be honest with you? Actually, Eugene, you didn't really watch it, innit? I have to say we did perform well from minute one. I felt like it was a different team, and if Frank can get that combination right in the Premier League, we could push up the league. It's just we've been so poor in the Prem. It's like these games count, but going into depth, I want to talk about the foul on Udogie. Well, the foul that Udogie committed, right? I have kind of different opinion. I think it's really light, in my opinion. That Javi Simmons goal should have been ruled in. What's your opinion?
I missed this in our goal because it's on Discovery Plus,
Discovery Plus wasn't working. I watch it back on the replay, guys. Right? This is Europe. Europe has a totally different level of play.
Everything softer.
We don't want to brand it as
soft. But there was nothing in it, man. Like it was this is not a non-contact sport. It is a contact sport. Like I'll be honest with you. Whenever fouls like that get given, I question if it's a contact sport or not. When you're playing football, you're barging. You are actually holding as well. That's a theme of football.
No, but I think that's part of the rules, right? If you're grabbing onto someone, and if it looks like you're grabbing onto someone, if the referee thinks you're grabbing onto someone, then you break the rule.
Eugene, that's football in general, because I've watched us, not just in Europe.
No, football has evolved, bro.
And the referee gives a flipping foul, and I'm like, the guy won the ball. Like, what? It's a contact sport. It's a contact sport.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It is a contact sport. So for adults to get penalized, and go for it, Eugene. Go for it.
That's why you must understand, right? Why do so many foreign players that come into the EPL, they can't adapt to the style that we play because we are so much more physical. Yes, and the referees in the EPL sometimes let these things go. Yes, in Europe, right? They are more, I don't know, they want to show more, how can I say it, right? A different level of refereeing and different style of play. That's why we've got 5 teams in the top 8 of the Champions League, bro.
It's
Imagine.
true. That plays a part in it.
We finished 4th. I don't know how we finished 4th, but
And how come on, bros. We all must really accept it, right? We had a soft group. Okay.
We did indeed, but most of them teams are quite good in quality compared to like the lower tier teams. But
the only team
for
that matched us, right, in that level of the Premier League level, right, was PSG. The rest of them were like championship level.
You say that, but most of our time, our fans, and I'll say this, criticize, for example, our attackers, saying if they don't score enough goals, then blame Frank they're not scoring enough goals, even though they cussed out the attackers for being crap. But then you can't say our team's shit, and then we win games, and then be like, oh, well,
no, that's what I'm saying. You can't say our players ain't good enough, right? You can't say our players ain't good enough and put up a performance like that. It's either that, right, that, you know, a core of our players, right, have tasted that European hunger. They perform different when they're playing the European Champions League, right? When it comes to the Premier League, right, it brings them PTSD of remembering what happened last season, losing 22 games, right? And that brings out the fear in them. So
what I'm trying to say, Eugene, is like this isn't to do with like Frank in general, by the way. It's more the fact that we'll cost out our players, and then we'll be like, well, we should have been in this team, but every week we say, oh, he's rubbish. What I'm trying to say is, I think, in my opinion, it's somewhere in the middle, right? A lot of our players are average, or they're too young to really like judge, and then we have some Van der Ven's like 1 in a million sort of.
Anomaly in our talent. So I agree with that.
The fan base must understand this. Okay, we won something last season. It brought us all the way up, right? And we hope that Frank could have at least maintained it, tweaked it a bit, right? Let the forwards be the forwards. But the thing is that he's revamping everything, and I'm seeing it being built from the back. But the problem is that our back is still porous because we have bozo moments still, right? We lack concentration, we lose focus, right? We let players run through without someone following. So all these little things that you can see, right? It's due to the coaching. You get what I'm saying? And then that focus part and that concentration, right? It's due to the players. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a big cycle going round and round. So the problem is that we thought Frank coming in could actually break that cycle, but no, he couldn't, right? And more or less now he's magnifying it, right? Like I've been saying, if he had played this way in that first 8 after the Burnley and Man City game, right? This style of football throughout this time, he wouldn't be hounded like this now. The problem is that he's already bored us to death, right? And it's going to take
I could argue though that because our attackers don't score many goals, this is my narrative, I guess. I don't know. You agree with it or not? It's fine. The reason why we're playing more conservative was because
then you must ask why your attackers aren't scoring enough goals is because in the bloody after the Burnley and Man City game, right? We created how many chances, bro? We've got XGs of 0.01.
Yeah, but that's not the issue anymore, though. But that's not the issue anymore because in the recent performances,
listen to me, right? Listen, now we moved on to the next level, right? We are creating goals, right? But we can't put them behind the net. So he's got a few games, right? To tweak this, we are creating goals and putting it behind the net. If we create enough chances, we will score enough goals. Guys, against Burnley, I know it was shit, right? But in that first half, we had 7 shots on goal. It wasn't missed. We had 7 shots on goal. The goalkeeper did a good job. Remember, I said Dubravka, right? It reminds me of Newcastle. There was one game we played against them.
Tim Krul,
Dubravka. There was one time too. You know, it wasn't. Yeah, it was something like that, right? The goalkeeper made a lot of saves. So, but step by step, I'm not saying I'm franking, right? I'm just saying step by step, we are seeing it slowly evolve.
Sound like it.
But yeah, I like it now. but
you didn't right in, by the way. It's official.
No, guys, listen to me. I'm not franking. You know why? Because I don't care.
I'm joking.
He just won you up. Don't worry, man. He's just won you up, man. It's not that.
Yeah, I know. The thing is
Yeah.
that now the problem is that he's already bored the fans to death, right? It's like you're tied to a stone and you're sinking. It's so hard for him to get up. Unless he wins tomorrow's game, unless he gets through this, guys, imagine, right? If Frank gets through this February, right? And let's say he beats M City, draw with Arsenal, then a draw with Manchester United and beat Newcastle, right? The fan base will be happy.
But I'm still saying Frank would have to go at the end of the season. Even if we were to decide to keep him until the end of the season, I would have to sack him.
DJ, you forgot one thing, right? What if he wins the Champions League?
Man, I don't trust this brother to win the Champions League, man. You know, look, remember, you're talking to someone. Wait, hold on. Let me define it. You're talking to someone that was in the only panelist that was saying believe in Ange Postecoglou. You need to remember, I was one on this belief. However,
now you don't.
I don't believe in Frank. You know why? Because I feel like if we was to keep Frank, we would be going down. For me, we had a conversation about relegation, and I generally believe this. If we keep Frank, we could go down.
We are in a relegation battle if we do
100%.
not get enough results in February. We will get sucked in, and then let's see what happens. But
so we can get relegated to win the Champions League. That's what's going to happen.
Yes, that's the thing I want, right? Get relegated, win the Champions League. Right, and that will confuse.
You know the thing is as well with this. You know the thing is with this this prediction. For me, look, I would love to win the Champions League 100%, and I'm not going to sit here and deny it. Right. However, if we get relegated, the problem I have is I don't think we'll come back up because we don't have the players of any sort of standard to be in dogfights week in, week out in the Championship.
No,
Championship is one of the hardest leagues to actually come out of. I watched hold on 1 second before you go on. I watched Ben Foster's video nearly a year and a half ago, and he said if half of the teams in the Premier League was to get relegated, he says he doubts half of them will come back up, which also tells you the quality in the Championship. It's immense. We don't have the squad for it. But carry on.
But TJ, to tell the truth, if we fall down into the Championship, the value of the club will drop to half, and then most probably, Enoch will be forced to sell. Think about that.
See, the problem with that theory is maybe your theory is right. Maybe Enoch will be forced to sell, right? The problem is there's not going to be many owners that are going to think maybe they might be.
I tell you, the fan base will go crazy, right? Half the stadium will be empty, right? Then the Lewises will panic. Then guys, they want 4.5 billion, right? And if someone can smell it and get it for 2.5, 3 billion, they will bid it and they will sell it. The new owners will know the value of the club.
I hope it's Saudi. In my opinion, I want Saudi. I want the money. I want the oil money personally. And I don't care. I don't care about what anybody says. We need people that will spend money and not penny pinch. Look at our transfers right now. We are struggling to bring players in. We need an owner that actually wants to spend money.
Right? We're linked to Mateta. Now, guys, this is what I'm going to say, right? Put the Frankfurt game apart, right? Our owners now, right, are doing everything that the fans don't want. Number one, keep Frank. Number two, right, not let out rumors during the transfers, like 3 million people that we're linked to and get to no one. Right? So it's everything opposite of what Daniel Levy is doing. Can't you see it? You know what I'm saying?
They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I do see it, but one thing that I would have to say, at least Daniel Levy had the bollocks to sack a manager.
To tell the truth, right, we've been going through these cycles over and over again, right? The thing is, all I can say at this moment, right, what we have to do is pray and hope.
You know what, as well, yeah? going back to the Frankfurt game, we haven't really touched upon it, yeah. In terms of like how that performance was, it was outstanding from the players. I will give credit where credit is due. Frank got it totally right in my opinion. The way we were, the way we went about high pressing and trying to bring like we were good. There was standout performance. I thought so. Javi Simmons was honestly immense with his passing. You know, look, there was Odegaard, yeah. Odegaard as well, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, that's the thing, you see. Last 2 weeks ago when we beat Dortmund, we said the same thing. So then
we need, I did give credit. I did give credit.
Hey, big up, mate. I know
now we need to see what happens on Sunday, right? Because that is a big game. You know what I'm saying? The Sunday game, we'll come to it soon, right? Before that, anything else to talk about Frankfurt?
But what I was going to say, sorry, is I was trying to finish my sentence before you start interrupting. So basically what I'm saying is at the beginning of the season, because we didn't have Solanke, we don't have Kulu, we don't have Maddison, obviously Son's left and we didn't replace him. I think he was being more reserved because he didn't have goal scorers. So I think he was trying to win games 1-0 or 2-0, whatever, because he knew we couldn't get a lot of goals from the players. Bear in mind, he'd only been there for like a few months. So, and I think now, coupled with Heitinger joining and also Solanke coming back, I think we are being a bit more expansive because this player's probably settled more as well. And like Solanke's better than all our other options. And Solanke scored 2 goals in 2 games, hasn't he now? So, like, I think now we're being a bit more expansive because of that. I think I know it's a weird way of looking at it, and I'm not saying I'm completely changed.
Right? Now we see that the little improvements, but the problem is that this little improvements, right? It's not consistent. It's only in European games.
But do you guys think that the reason we're doing better in Champions League, and I had this thought as well after the Dortmund game when I was with my dad, that because our players like Gray is like not physically strong, because we're playing in Europe where the players are not as like strong. Like obviously in England, you play against Newcastle, who have like Joe Linton and Kamarish and Villa, who got McGinn. I know he's injured, and players like that. Nana. When our midfielders play in Europe, they're playing against less physically strong players, so they have more time to like. Xavi looks better in Europe, in my opinion, than the Premier League. He looks way better in Europe. Because in Premier League, he's still struggling. I think Xavi. Like I don't think he's really clicked with it.
No, in the Premier League, you don't have enough time.
He has more freedom. There's less physical players, more freedom to like just do what he wants or do what he has to do. So I think there's a factor there, and I think that our players are not physically like strong enough, especially in midfield. Because when Paulinho ain't playing in midfield, we don't look anywhere near as strong. So there's that as well. I mean, maybe it will change when Gallagher gets into the Champions League squad. I don't know. I've got to get some more game time. But I thought Frankfurt was a brilliant game, man. We played so well.
Quick question, yeah. I know I'm echoing in it because I'm just walking down that flat stairs. Just quick question, innit? About the Frankfurt game, innit? Second half, what was your opinion?
Well, we scored 2 goals. I mean, after the first goal, we kind of dropped off a bit for 10 minutes, which I know a lot of people weren't happy with. But I think it's partly because we were scared to concede. And then, obviously, we've got the second goal with Solanke, which is a great goal. But I think the 3-4-3 is the way to go. I mean, Paulinho played as centre-back yesterday in the 3, which is quite interesting. And he was like the one who was kind of going very near Spence, and the other 2 will kind of drop, which is quite interesting, I thought. And Odegaard, I think him playing that position, even though initially I didn't think he should be a right winger, he's kind of playing as that position where he can play wide a bit, because Spence tends to come inside and also playing in the pockets a bit. So I think the 3-4-3 is the way to go.
Yeah, he has enough defenders.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah. But the problem is that, right, like you said, if you don't have enough defenders, you can't play that game. So if you're going to sell Dragosin, you can't play the 3-4-3. So he shouldn't sell Dragosin, right? Let's see what happens there. I think unless he can guarantee Dragosin time, play time and all that. His
agent is a problem, though, Eugene, to be honest.
Of course, no. Every agent wants their players to play when they're fit enough to play, right? That's why they, get to be put on the limelight to show their talents and to move on, right? Don't forget, bro. A lot of players come to Spurs; they don't want to stay forever, right? We are just a stepping stone again, right? BDV is really, shown his intentions, right? Even now, here Romero has got £100 million,
release clause.
Yeah.
Really? I
Real
didn't know.
Madrid or something like that. So
Oh.
the thing is that will we sell them? But then we sell them, then our fan base will melt down and say that
Van
this
de
and that.
Ven is probably going to go next summer, I think, unless we do something drastic.
And win the Champions League.
17th, I don't know how we won it in. I don't know. What
Imagine the year that Arsenal win the Premier League, we could
We win.
potentially win the Champions League. Imagine
That's the
how
only thing.
mind-boggling that would be.
That'll be the only thing that would like stop the Premier League being any good, because they'll be like, oh
Nah,
shit,
bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. Even
Yeah.
that's like little bro. That's like little bro. Big bro jumps on little bro, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, you won the
Yeah.
Premier League, but we won the Europa League last year, and
we
the
are
Champions League this
champions
year.
of Europe again. Using champions of Europe again.
No, we're defining. You know what you would say? Defining champions. We knew what we were. We always were.
Champions of Europe.
Guys,
Let's be real, yeah. Even in history, innit? Even in history, they haven't won any Europa
They've never won the European
League
Trophy.
cups.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So we know what we are. We're champions of all champions. Come on, let's be honest with you.
Yeah.
No Arsenal fan can come chat to me about Tottenham.
Yeah. Then you just said we won a trophy. Shut up. You haven't won one.
I still think at the bottom of the title after watching the United game. I still think at the bottom of the title.
Nah, they're gonna win it this season, right? The teams chasing after them ain't good enough.
I think Villa have a good chance, though.
Then you come to the next game, right? You come to the M-City game, right? This is the game that is got a lot of controversy.
Do we win or do we lose? Because I'm going to talk about the City game. Also, before the City game, can we talk quickly about the protest? So what? I mean, you guys are doing watch along. So first, we'll shout that out. These guys are doing a watch along of the protest. Also, obviously, the plan this time is different. I was reading, and it's going to be more of like an in-stadium protest. So, what do you guys think? Is it going to be better or worse? Because I mean, we had a gathering.
Wait, what do you mean? Can I be honest with you? I don't know what the plans are. You know, run through the plans for me. I know I'm going. I'm going to every home game, innit?
Yeah. From what I've heard, so apparently people gathering half an hour before the game at the South Stand.
Well, I think there is a plan out on Twitter, right, bro? Hold on.
Yeah. Do you have it? And I can share it.
Share it. Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah, you guys go ahead. Let me look at Twitter. What the hell is going on Twitter? CFT. We're gonna go look for CFT. Let me see my messages. Arrow, blah blah blah. Walk out. Blah. Is it here? Can I find it here? All right, found it. Let me see how to share it.
I think you add another page or
Okay.
a page or something.
Hold on. I'm gonna share it to. I'm gonna share it to you, Has.
Yeah, and I can just.
Yeah, you just put it up.
It should come up as an extra window, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me send it to. Has streams, sir. Putting it.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's there in Has streams.
Okay. I don't know how to add it to this stream. I have to email it to myself or something.
All right, I'll read it out then.
Yeah.
It's time to act. Change for Tottenham protest. Sunday, 1st February. Tottenham v M-City. Court will not listen to silence. Blah 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 blah. Nothing changes. Blah blah blah. Before kickoff, 4 p.m. Meet at the South Stand area outside. Bring flags, scarves, banners. Join the chants against the owners. Make the message loud before the ball is kicked. During the game, continue the in-up chants throughout the match. Boycott spending inside the stadium. Don't fund the failure. Right. 75th minute walkout. At 75th minute, we encourage all fans to leave the stadium, hit to support the local pub, watch the remainder of the match there. This match is live on TV, so the world will be watching. Make a big statement. Stadium's empty. Message undeniable. If we stay seated and quiet.
Yeah, so it's a bit different this time. It's a bit different this
All right.
time.
You know
TJ,
what? Can I tell you this in it? Yeah. Look, can I tell you? For me in it, yeah. This protest in it, yeah. Sorry, I'm in the chicken shop, the Chinese shop in it. I'm just eating in it before I go work in it. But yeah. No, you know what? Yeah, the protests don't make no sense anymore. You know, because
why do you call it chicken shop?
She's Chinese shop.
Chinese shop.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So back to what I was saying, so I can mute my mic in it because I know I'm getting background feedback in it. No, so essentially, I don't understand why we don't just do it from Lordship Lane, walk up.
Like
That
before. You
that
mean like
that
before?
that protest, yeah, that protest works so well because you're getting people that
Okay.
are not even going to the game
No,
and
but
joining
TJ,
in. Think about it like that.
that protest, right? If you do that, right? If there's just 50 people walking up the street, right? It wouldn't be a nice visuals. You know what I'm saying? They feel
No,
they
but
can't
see,
get.
when we done the protest before,
Time
Jazz, you were there.
is in a meltdown. Don't forget, right? 2,000 people turn up for it. Okay, imagine if it's just 20 people turn up for it or 50 people turn up for it, right? So, even if 100 people, what kind of effect will it bring? But like I said, unless as you march down, you collect the people along the way, then
That's what we did last time, didn't we?
But a lot of people were there just for the protest.
No, but even the last protest we were at, man, bro, as you were there, it was dead. Think about it.
Mate, it wasn't a
So
protest, it was a gathering. It was a gathering.
it was a gathering. Yeah, bro. It was a gathering and it was disappointing.
It was like,
Harry,
when you come out of the club,
TJ, I've
at the end
been
of the
doing
night, that's what it
protests
was like.
against this, right, for 5 years. Remember? I got videos,
I
right,
know.
of
We were there.
you've seen it before, right? You guys were there too, right? For 5 years. Right. Even before the big one, before Change for Tottenham were here, the protest when Stell and Daigle, right? They organized it outside. It was still like 20 to maximum.
I know.
There
I
was
used to go, Eugene. There was like
people.
20 of us, 30 of us, literally.
Yeah. I know. So
This is
the thing is that
before I was even protesting, bro.
The first protest I ever
You
went
know
to was
what, yeah?
2021 was the first one. Anyway, yeah.
oh, the Super League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that. I was there for that too.
That Super League protest was nonsense as well.
I didn't go to
Only
that one.
20 fans, including myself, man. It was a joke.
The first one I went to,
the protest, yeah.
They were playing guitar.
Mm.
Like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, no. But going back to the protest, innit? We're protesting for the reasons of this ownership has to go, So I advise anybody that is listening or anybody that is listening later on,
Yeah.
attend,
No, the guys,
make your voice heard.
No, the thing, right? February the 1st, right, will be the last day that we're allowed to sign players, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's the deadline. And it's on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Most probably 2nd will be I'm not sure when does the window close? 2nd or 1st?
Oh, the second. It's the second.
So the window closes on the 2nd. So
yeah. Are you still doing a video on that day, TJ? Because I can actually join you that day. Because I don't think.
What? Yeah. So for what? Window. Yeah. You're talking about window closing, yeah?
Is it on the 2nd? Sorry, or.
Oh
yeah. So I've got Happy Feet Harry in it, yeah, because we've done it last year in it. He's doing a window close in it, but you can jump on it as well, man. More than better.
I mean, I can only make, I think, like the earliest, like 9 o'clock. I think, unfortunately, that day.
Okay, cool. We can do another video in it. You know what we can do?
Yeah.
Well, weekly video together in it, and just turn it onto whatever there. Yeah.
And
if you want to, we can talk about other stuff.
Whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, done with the protest?
Yeah, let's talk about Man City then. Do we want to win this game? I think that's the question I'm asked first.
We need to win this game, bro. It's not really want to. You don't have a choice. You don't win this game, right? You've got like 1 foot in the relegation battle. You know what I'm saying? If we win it, right, we'll tippy-toe about a few feet away from it.
I see what you're saying, but in the context of the title, like,
guys, we got to look beyond Arsenal, right? Let them win the title, right? Let Arteta has his stick. You know what?
Let me just say my piece quick in it, and then I'll mute my mic in it. Yeah. Let me say my segment first, and then I'll mute my mic in it. Yeah, cool. Look, for me in it. I remember the last time when we went against Man City, and we were all saying, screaming for losing it, but we actually need to win Man City. It's going to be one of them games that the more points. Well, go on, my bro. What are you telling me? Yeah, I'll call you in it. Love, my bro. Yeah. Sorry about that. That was someone that just
That's
saw,
fine.
man.
That's
Innit?
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no. So in terms of Man City, in it, yeah, we're gonna need to win this game, in it, like because I'm in fear that we're gonna go down, and this is the problem. The problem is when you're losing so many games, these games count. These games are really important for Tottenham's future to stay up. So we have to win. It's a must win, and if Frank loses again, he has to go. I think he should have been gone a long time ago.
All right. Yeah. To tell the truth, I will want us to win, but
If we beat Arsenal as well as beating City, it won't matter. I mean, probably. Yeah, I know.
we ain't gonna
I
beat
feel the
Arsenal.
same way, but
No, we draw the Arsenal, but guys, to tell the truth, right? Now you see, the last time was we were chasing for the top four, right? When Ange came out, he wants to win everything, right? That's the winning
remember,
mentality.
yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But you know, our manager has already come out and said that we're allowed to lose.
So we can lose to City and beat Arsenal. That's that's fine.
I know. No, but the truth, right? Of course, I want us to win this game, right? Because this game is really important because of the points. Yes, you know, I don't want to be dragged into that relegation battle kind of scenario, right? I don't think whether
Yeah,
the fan base will be able to handle it. You get what I'm saying, right? But the thing is that if we do get dragged into it, right, then maybe it will help the previous topic that we're talking about. Because last season that really helped the previous topic we were talking about. A lot of people who were there was not just dissatisfied with the ownership and all that, but of course with the manager. So the manager plays a big part in this story again. You see, but being a Spurs fan, this time I will really want us to beat City. But the problem is that if the team that came out against Frankfurt and Dortmund, right, play, then maybe we will have a chance. If we go back to the Burnley kind of style, we're gonna get smacked. You get what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, I think with our hoodoo against them, worst come to worst, we'll draw 2-2. That's my prediction. Desmond 2-2.
You know what, as well, yeah, you have to also consider this as well, yeah, that Tottenham needs these points to stay away from West Ham because West Ham is in
Yeah,
form. So this is why it's a crucial game.
bro. Like, if they're only what is it? 5 points now? Is it 5 points?
Nah, they're still 8 points away.
I think it's 8, but
But
the way
Forest are
they're
only
playing,
3 points behind now, aren't they? I think.
Yeah,
Forest
Forest is
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So we can't
Dyche
afford
could
to lose
overtake
any
her,
point.
bro. Dyche could overtake her.
No, bro, Forest is level with us, right? It's who? Is it Leeds are 3 points away or something?
Leeds are 3 points as well. They're playing Arsenal on Saturday.
Let's see what that.
See, this is what I'm saying, isn't it? This Man City points. Remember, when you're facing relegation, draws become wins, losses just nullified. So when we lost I call it a loss because it's a win for Burnley. When we lost to Burnley, yeah, when we lost to Burnley, I'm calling it a loss. When we lost to Burnley, for them it's a win. When we lost to Bournemouth, it's obviously a win for them. They won. You know, when we lost to Wolves, it's a win for them. You see my point. So this is where we need to be very careful at how many points we drop, and our next fixtures are quite difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know. We beat M City and lose the rest. You know what I'm saying?
You've got United away. It's quite a tough game now because of Carrick.
And the problem is as well, yeah. The problem is as well, if we get pulled into that drop zone, I don't think we have the players for a relegation battle. You see that hungry, that
not mentality.
Yeah. So like for me, if Man City, there has to be a win, only a win. I'm predicting 2-1 Tottenham.
How's the food, TJ?
Is it what Chinese did you get,
Brilliant,
man? Did you get chow mein? Did you get chow mein?
Brilliant. So it's like one of, you know what it is, isn't it? I've got egg fried rice in it, yeah.
Oh, cool.
But it's like some platter thing in it, yeah. It's some platter thing, so you can get like many meats, many different. Good, sweet and sour, barbecue, Thai, you know, bare stuff in it. Yeah. So I've got some platter, and I just basically loaded it. Only £10, man.
Is it in Tottenham? Is it the Chinese noodle place, or is it somewhere else?
In Tottenham, yeah.
Yeah, you have to go to that place, man. It sounds good. There's a lot of food.
It is.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah,
Cool.
I know.
So what's your
Cool.
score predictions?
I think we're gonna lose 1-0.
Again, 1-0. No, if we lose, we're gonna lose more than 1-0.
What, 3-0?
That's
I'm hoping 2-1 Tottenham.
yeah, I know that's a hope. Right.
The only game I can see us winning is Newcastle at home out of the 4. Really, I mean, we might get a draw at Old Trafford.
Because Newcastle game, right? To tell the truth, right? If they put all the eggs into the Champions League games before, and I mean playing us,
Isn't it
right?
in between? Is that in between sort of thing? Like the
Something like
playoff.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think their game is after Newcastle game is the playoff. They'll play, I think.
Ours is
I
in between
might
the
be wrong.
Arsenal, yeah. Then that means it will be most probably at the end or something like that. So
I think after they play us, they play the
but the thing is
playoff.
that we don't even know who we're gonna play yet, right? Because we're gonna wait for the playoffs and all that.
It's Bruges, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, and Galatasaray, the 4 options.
But Newcastle has who does Newcastle has to play before?
No,
joining
I'm
us
saying
in
I think they
Euro,
play their game after our game, the playoff.
yeah, but who are they playing?
I don't know. I need to check actually.
Yeah, the draw is not
Have they
out
done
yet.
a draw already?
No, tomorrow. The draw is coming out tomorrow or something.
Newcastle Champions League fixtures. Playoff draw details. Let's search that. Playoff details. Because I'm sure one of the games is in between.
Yeah, I think it's the last game. When do we
On
play
the Newcastle
Newcastle?
website.
Newcastle is before the Arsenal game, right? Because Arsenal game is the last game of the month.
We got on the 10th. We've got Newcastle. It's a Tuesday night. It's a really interesting time. The first leg is on the 17th and 18th of February, and the second leg's on the 24th, 25th. So they have 6 days in between, or 7 days a week in between the game, actually. But would he still rest players, you think? I don't know.
I don't know, the focus and all that, right? Maybe they need to focus on, trying to get through to the Champions
Monaco
League.
Carabao. Let me see.
It doesn't.
It says about seeding, about numbers, but Newcastle either get drawn against Monaco or Carabao. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're usually getting Monaco or Carabao.
Eric Dyer.
Yeah, Monaco or Carabao, which is not hard for them. I think Newcastle should go through.
Yeah.
My number 2 club. What do you mean?
I don't have a number 2 club. Oh, my number 2 club used to be Kuala Lumpur, right? But ever since I found out the debacle that's behind Malaysian football, don't support it anymore.
Are you not really into it? Okay.
Yeah. I got my theory.
I have got one more thing before. I mean, because I don't know there's not much to talk about. The transfer window.
Mateta.
Yeah, but Duran. We'll link with Duran as well.
Oh, you mean?
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. The problem with Mateta, if we were ever going in for Mateta, is his injury problem. He has a long existing knee problem or some sort of injury that he's playing through. And
TJ, that's the perfect fit for Spurs, right? We always get all
100%. But this is my issue in it. Yeah, my issue is this in it. Mateta is such a good signing for Tottenham. Yeah, Mateta will be such a good signing for Tottenham in terms of like what we need in it. If the rumors are true that Kolo Muani is leaving Tottenham, clearly he doesn't want to be there. But if the rumors are true, Juventus are in for Kolo Muani,
yeah, they want him.
Mateta will be the ideal choice, right? However, this is my problem. My problem is this, in it, yeah, like with how Mateta is managing his injuries, I struggle to see why we should get a injured player. That we need a player that is going to be secondary to Solanke. Think about it like this. And Solanke's injury problems are already immense, right? So we can't have 2 or even 3 injured strikers, because Richarlison, if you're going to add him to this bracket of strikers. So for me, I think John Duran will be a good solution. For me, it's quite hard because the striker market is not there in it, yeah. But I wouldn't mind doing a punt for Vlahovic to Tottenham,
Vlahovic.
just like on a man. At this point, we need players that will just
Is it?
jump in and do a job.
Where's Vlahovic at? Inter or
Juventus.
Oh, then give them Wani and we take Vlahovic.
Exactly. It makes more sense, doesn't it?
You have to cancel his loan and then bring another player, and then anyway, something like that.
So for me, Vlahovic will be the perfect signing in terms of like what we need, innit? But in terms of like, and I hear that. But in terms of like, for me, like Vlahovic will be perfect, equal either replacement. You get Kolo, we get Vlahovic, innit? There's also another player that I think Sim mentioned in his video, and I'm not copying what he's saying in it, but he mentioned Pena, which could be a punt, but he hasn't performed well. Like I even know, I even know this about Pena. I've been following Juventus closely, and he hasn't performed well, which could be a thing where, but see, that's also another player, another option out there. And then I'm seeing rumors
that they want to leave because of the World Cup, or that are not getting game time.
Yeah. I see rumors. I also see rumors of Sterling. I hope you don't.
Oh, please.
Anyhow we bring Sterling in.
He's on a free. He's on a free. Yeah.
If anyhow we bring Sterling in,
I don't know if Enoch, right, can negotiate a 50,000 pound a week deal for him, right? They'll take him.
No way. Sterling is past his prime. You know what?
It's a stupid signing.
It's a stupid deal. Yeah. You know what? It's a stupid deal. Like, it has me complaining about our quality. I would want to keep Tel. Tel is better than Sterling. Johnson, I don't like how he plays. I would rather keep Johnson.
Sterling play on the left or the right?
Left and right. But I think he's primarily on left.
He's mainly left.
And I've seen him playing strike as well, but this is over his career. Yeah.
Right,
but this is over his career though. He has played right and he's played left. And I've seen him play strike as well. But what I'm trying to...
Anyway, carry on.
But what I was saying about like, if it gets that bad, you might as well call someone like Bergwijn, whoever he is you might as well just bring him in at this point.
You're right.
Yeah, you might as well just bring him in at this point. I'll be so honest with you. If you're going for Sterling, I swear down. I'd rather go for
it.
Or you know what? Another option. Mikey Moore. He's at what is it called, Celtic right now. Yeah, bring him through. Bring him back. Yeah, or. Bro, even extreme circumstances. Listen, if we sign Sterling, I swear down, there's so many other players that we could go for, like even up to like Marcus Edwards. These are the level. This is why I'm scared for this Sterling. If we get Sterling, I promise you, I don't even think I could do YouTube. I think I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit before I start.
I'm gonna riot if we get Sterling. I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna lose.
I'm gonna quit before I start.
You're not gonna quit. You 1,000 subscribers. You can't quit, bro. You're
2,000. 2,000. I've got 2,000 by the way.
2,000. Congratulations.
Yeah,
2,000.
I hit 2,000. From Thursday. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, from Thursday when I hit 1,000. On Sunday evening, I hit 2,000.
Oh, big up, man.
Crazy growth, isn't it? But thank you so much. Yeah, no. For me, if we get Sterling, you can get. Listen. I promise you, I don't want Marcus Edwards. I don't want these other players. You know what I'm talking about? But I promise you, if Sterling is the main option...
TJ, wait. If we get Sterling, right, then you do another hate video on Sterling, right? Then you get 3,000.
I'm going to go... If we get Sterling, I'm going to go ballistic. I'm going to go ballistic. If we go Sterling, honestly, I'm going to go nuts.
To tell the truth, right? If Raheem Sterling comes, it comes, right? To tell the truth, I told you, it doesn't matter who comes to us nowadays, right? We are so desperate that somebody comes, right? That's what I'm saying. we are like a football team that wanks and doesn't come.
But Eugene, the thing is, I'm with TJ. Yeah, like if we got Sterling, I'd be more angry that we got Sterling than when we signed flipping Sissoko back in the day when I lost my shit on deadline day. My dad was like, "Why are you so angry?" I was
Tell
like,
me
"Lost
about
flipping
it.
Sissoko."
Tell me about it. I would,
I lost
you
my
know,
shit,
that's the
man.
Soko
I
deal,
actually
yeah.
lost my shit. My dad
We-
was like, "What? Why are you so angry?"
Guys,
And I'm
we
like,
paid
"Flipping
30
Sissoko."
million pounds for Sissoko,
30
bro.
million for Sissoko.
I was so angry with that too, but what to do, right? I don't know what to say, but that's what I'm telling you guys, right? This is the weirdest transfer window that I have ever had with Spurs because we're not linked to anyone. We don't hear
Normally with
nothing.
everyone, aren't we? Normally with everyone, aren't
No,
we?
this is the totally opposite from Daniel Levy, right? When with Daniel Levy, we were linked to everyone. Paratici was juggling 50 balls at one time, right? Lange was blowing off.
What's Lange doing? What's Lange doing now? Is he going to be looking for players?
Lange is blowing off 30 guys at one time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like we're going to sign anyone.
No, that's the best part, right? We don't look like we're going to sign anyone, and then in the last 5 minutes of the transfer window, bang, 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 and then we get, then we get to come. Oh dear. Now, guys, Spurs transfer window. What can we say, right? We've been linked to the sky, the moon, the earth, the sand, the rocks, the stars, right? To everything. But we don't get nobody. This is what you always do. Right? Nowadays, it's a totally different scenario. We're not linked to anyone, right? Even if we are linked to anyone, we are not knowing. You can say there's no rumors out there. Let's hope they are working in the background, trying to get the players in. It could be like, Lange says, okay, let's go and get this guy. Frank say, no, I don't like him. Then Lange, then Frank says, I want that guy. Then Enix says, no, you can't have the money, right? I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. All I know now is all quiet, right? We've got another 3 more days, right, before the window closes. Yeah. Then, and the best part is that, right, if, like I said, the previous past 2 topics that passed by, if the protest goes really, really big, right, then the owners might, do something. If not, I don't know. Let's see that.
Most of the protests is in the stadium. So how would we know if it's done well or not?
Kyrie, imagine, right, if we are losing 3-0 to Man City, right? Okay, in the 75-minute, right? Do you think people will be walking out of the stadium?
No, yeah, they'll be leaving at 75 minutes. So we do want City to win, so we will walk out at 75 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I want us to win. I don't want City to win. To tell the truth, right? But there's so many being, that's why I say it's a really confusing time.
But doesn't it show, Eugene, that our fans are like fickle as hell, or like emotional, like as in, like with TJ, and I'm big up to TJ for saying this when we were at the protest last year. He was like, half these fans or most fans won't be here when we do like protest again because we won the Europa League, and then a lot of them were there because they were Ange out as well, not just Levy or Enoch, whatever. A lot of them, when we did the new change for Tottenham for the new protest, it was like, I don't know how many of us, not a lot. So most of those fans that joined onto the 2 big ones, especially the first one, they didn't turn up. So I don't know what they were doing. But
TJ, see, that's the problem. Can I just add something to it? Yeah. Thank you for sharing my flowers, innit?
Yeah.
The reason why I said what I said in it is because the problem with Spurs, and this is what me and Ashmatic kind of like agreed on while I was doing his interview, innit? Big him up, big him. I can't speak. Big himself up, innit? Yeah. Yeah, I came to the conclusion the problem with Spurs, yes, the owners is one part of the problem. Yes, the players are one part of the problem.
Really?
Yes, the fans are one of the major problems. If your fans are not, if the fans, I would even equally argue that the fans are the reason why we have got into this mess, like in terms of, because we're not united. You see, when other clubs want change, Arsenal, look at Arsenal's protest, for example, for the Cronkies, they came nearly 10,000 deep to that protest, when Tottenham was protesting about the same damn thing, we only came 20 man up. Yeah. When Chelsea was protesting about the same thing, they came 10. Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, so the fans, one, are also a part of the problem. The fans dictate how our club is run, what we accept, what we want, what our ambitions are. It's not the club. The club obviously assembles the players, but we have to want better. If we don't want better as fans, then the club don't care. They only care about the money aspect. Remember, they care about how many seats are getting filled because they see one person is £100. Think about it like that.
Yeah.
Then, and I'm just viewing the average. Obviously, I'm saying £100 to just round it up. It's probably like 78 pounds, 75. But you get where I'm coming from, yeah? Cool. Yeah, so they see one fan as £100. So they're thinking, ooh, interesting. So what can I do to entice them? That's what ends up happening. They bring in people to entice everybody else, yeah? Let me hold on. Pause for what I'm saying because this is a deep segment. Hold on. I'm gonna come out of this shop in it because generally you're making me use my brain, but it's actually so important. Hold on, give me a second. Let me just throw this in the bin. Cool. Shit, sorry. Making a mess there. Alright, cool. Yeah, so going back down to what I was saying, yeah, the fans set the standard from the jump. If the fans accept what they're given, there's not going to be a problem, yeah? If the fans don't like what they're given, there's always a problem. Think about it like this. So this is why it starts from the fans. Whenever someone says, well, we're buying something, we're a consumer. How you been, my bro? Long time no see, man. You good? Yeah, man. Yeah, you're a consumer. Remember, you're paying for a product. You could either like it or you cannot like it. So that's where fans come in. Fans' opinions are so important. So more people have to speak out. Whether you're Frank in, whether you're Frank out, whether you're Enoch in, whether you're Enoch out. This is what the bar comes down to. The bar comes down to if you don't protest and you don't say you want better. Remember, not all people are going to agree that ownership is changed. I'm not saying that, yeah? Obviously, you know my opinions on this. I want the owners to go, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about Tottenham fans in general. Not all people are going to say Enoch is the problem. Not all people are going to say Frank is the problem. But what we all university agree with is that we love Tottenham and we want Tottenham to be better. We don't like seeing our team lose. I think ultimately, if you're a true Tottenham fan, that's the thing that makes me and you similar. Yeah? So now you question, if you're watching something and you're paying your hard-earned money and you're not getting the product value out of what we're paying, you need to attend the protest. Yes, everybody's going to be screaming Enoch out. The same way people are going to be singing Kulusevski songs. Yeah? But my point is this. You're standing in united front to say we want Tottenham to be better. Whether Enoch decides to change or not, that just will determine on how many people stand together. Now that kind of links fans that want Enoch in and Enoch out. Another aspect of it, I need to make a video on this because it's actually, when I was doing interviews, I got the best insight of how Tottenham fans see clubs different to me. I go back on to talking about Mark. Mark hasn't been to the Tottenham Stadium for nearly 25 years. Yeah? When I was born, that was the last time he stepped in Tottenham, fam. Like, he stepped in the Tottenham ground. So this is what I'm trying to say. He's been protesting for change on a front that no fans can unite, can understand, because he's been protesting for a very long time. Obviously, we understand it because we protest, right?
Also,
but
I think
key thing is
protests about sugar and Venables and all the enemies before that.
But the key thing is, the key thing is, whether you're there for Enoch out, whether you're there for Enoch in, we are there to represent our club and say it's not good. So ultimately, everybody should agree with it. Because if you're not coming to the protest, that means you agree that it's great. That's what you're saying to us. It's
You're
great.
right. You're right. But our fans don't have standards, TJ. That's why, because when something bad happens, they kind of just, I don't know what the word is. Like, we will talk about this for like ages, on WhatsApp or over the phone, whatever. Like, we're unhappy with the transfer window, whatever. But a lot of fans are like, oh, it's fine. It's just football.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll be like,
No,
oh.
but the thing is that's the problem. The problem is a lot of fans, and that's what I was saying to you at the protest. A lot of fans are not true Tottenham fans. Because one, a true Tottenham fan, I'm sorry, look, I'll be honest with you. This is not me saying I don't have money, you have money. No.
Yeah.
The actual local Tottenham fans that actually support Tottenham, and this is not me making super. I'm special or you're not.
No,
You're special. I'm not. No, nothing like that. I just want to clarify that. But the actual true Tottenham through and through that are the. Let's be honest with you. We're the underprivileged. We don't have money. Look at look. Man, I live in Tottenham, man. Look at the standard of Tottenham, fam. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if you've ever stepped into Tottenham, you won't understand what goes in and goes on. So that the casual fans that really supports the team for his community, like myself, I'm a different type of fan because I come into the bracket of community, local. You get where I'm coming from? Look, okay, cool. Although, listen, let me tell you my history quickly, innit, yeah? Although you guys know this, when I was younger, I didn't really get myself know what Tottenham is, know what all of that is. But, however, one thing I'll tell you, I have deep ties in Tottenham. Like my uncle, my other uncle, they're all big Tottenham orientated fans. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So when you actually see it like from that position, you understand where you understand what I mean. Like I have history in Tottenham. Obviously, I was young, I was dumb, I was stupid. You get where I'm coming from? Because I wanted to be like, oh, I'm Ronaldo. Oh, I'm Tevez. Oh, you know what I'm talking. So I wasn't really truly supporting my club. But when I turned over the age of understood what it means to support a team, that's why I became Tottenham. I'll be honest with you, Tottenham through and through. But yeah, going on to carry on with what you're saying, because obviously I spoke for long, innit?
Yeah.
But like,
for me, it's because of family. But also, there's like abroad fans, as this guy mentioned in the chat. So what I'm saying is, Tottenham back in the day when we had the old White Hart Lane, and there's no frame of reference I have for this. It was more like the true fans because it was a smaller stadium. There were, I think,
exactly.
Tickets. I'm lucky.
It was community orientated.
I can afford the tickets. I'm lucky because of my family. I couldn't afford them, but like
100%
cheaper tickets, less fans.
Cheaper tickets.
The people who really wanted to go would go. Yeah. But
no, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you got you have the Son fans who I don't see any. I barely see anyone after the Son, to be honest. And then like you got people come in, even fans of like bloody other teams in the stand sometimes. Like they're not even
like even a good example, interviewing a Liverpool fan.
Yeah,
what is he doing there, bro? It makes no sense. Because it's such casual.
He's coming to enjoy the stadium, right? He's a tourist from Liverpool.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because we have too much tourism, not orientate.
No,
you know the biggest problem when we moved into the stadium,
it's all about the money. We know that, right? Ever since once you move in a bigger stadium, you have to find ways to fill it up. It doesn't matter who goes there, right? That's why I keep saying the Spurs Stadium is too nice and too comfortable, right? We don't make it difficult and uncomfortable for the away teams to come and play, for the away fans to enjoy themselves and all that, right? I think maybe his phone is right, his internet, right? Football has evolved to a different kind of scenario.
Yeah, sorry, I'll see you off anyway. Go back now. Yeah.
Now he's got picture now, and it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
No, whatever it is now, guys. I'm a Malaysian, right? Supporting Spurs from 6,000 miles away. You get what I'm saying? I've not been to the stadium, right? Maybe one day I will be able to have time to do that, right? Hopefully, right? But every fan, like I said, has his own levels of passion in the game, right?
Of course.
Like in Malaysia, right? For me to find how many Spurs fans who are willing to get online to do a show with me and all that, it was so difficult, right? There isn't much around, and it's not that big, right? The fan base. There are maybe a couple of thousand or maximum 5,000 Spurs fans in the whole of Malaysia, but the problem is that they don't show it all the time because football to them is not at the level like what we feel. Yes, football to them is to certain levels that how you want to enjoy it. So that's all I can say. Like, if to tell the truth, if I had the money, I will buy the ticket. I will go and protest, right? Even if I don't go into the stadium.
Because you care about Tottenham on a level that
is
required to be a supporter, right? The problem is we have so many non-supporters.
The problem is that being a supporter is one thing, right? You cannot say who's a true supporter, who's not a true supporter. Unless you just are, there are a lot of people who are part-timers, they will get excited when, you do support Spurs, it's in your heart. But when you reach a final, that's when you turn up. You can say, if you don't reach a final, nothing's happening, life goes on. Bro, everyone's got a life. You get what I'm saying? So,
but then at the same time, Eugene, like when it comes to the weekend, like, okay, we have midweek games, but what do most people do on the weekend, and guys especially?
The weekend, then it becomes a family affair. You get what I'm saying? There's so many fans who have their family, who have history there. They bring their kids and all that.
Like me, obviously I'm from dad.
So that depends on how you want the club. You want to see your club. What's your standards for your club? My standard is I want to win the league, right? I want to be always challenging for the league. But
Eugene, I think the problem also for me, for our fan base, because, for example, I look at Arsenal and United and Chelsea, they had.
Because we don't win it often enough. The last time we won the Premier League, right? It was 62 years ago. 65 years ago, nearly, right? So we don't have that lineage of.
But then, Eugene, wouldn't that make us more inclined to want to win it more?
That's why. Man City didn't win the Premier League at all. Chelsea wasn't winning the Premier League at all. Yeah, so the thing is that you need the owners to come in who want to win it. But guys, I just want to say, right, it's going to be 3 a.m. here in Malaysia.
We're going to finish up anyway. So,
so I'm going to make a move. So,
anything else you want to say before we close it off, TJ, or anything?
No, man, I'm good, my bro. Anyway, if just going to end it
into Spurs. And Spurs.
Yeah, no, I was going to say my last bit, innit? Going to say my last bit before you close off, innit? Yeah, man. Like all our channels, subscribe to all our channels. Make sure you keep pushing, innit? Share, comment, and you will see me at a protest, innit?
Guys, don't forget, right? TJ and I will be doing the protest. TJ, you know the thumbnail that I've done. Just put your channel in it into Spurs and Spurs Vision TV or something like that. Then I'll post it up. Then you can start to put whatever you want to put on your side once I start the
stream. I'll definitely do that for you. I'll send it over as soon as I've got time, Cool.
All right.
Cool. All right. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.